Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Twisted Tarot. My name is Shelby, and I'll be doing a reading for the month of April. I'm also going to spend a minute to look at January, February, and March. This is a brand new channel, and when I started it, I had the intention of doing a reading every single month for all the signs, but I have not been able to do that. But I do want to take a little look at what I've missed. And moving forward, because of my work schedule, I won't be able to do readings every single month. But if you like the style of my readings, I do hope that you will subscribe so that you can see me show up on your algorithm. I'm going to start today with some classic lenormand cards, and that will help clarify the general theme for the reading. I'm going to leave a list of all the decks that I'm using in the description below, but I'm also going to leave a link to get your free natal chart. So if this reading doesn't resonate with you as a Gemini, check out what you are under your moon, rising, and Venus, and those readings might actually connect more. So we're going to get started. Okay, Gemini in April. What are we looking at? What is the theme? Gemini in April. Gemini. Feel free to send me your energy while I'm shuffling the cards. I do not believe that time or location makes a difference. This is a psychic space. Gemini for the month of April. Okay, from the bottom of the deck, I pulled the Hanged Man, and we're going to combine that with the 3 Lenormand cards that I've pulled. So the Hangman talks about going kind of on a solo internal journey to look at things from a different perspective. You're either doing this by choice and retreating a little bit, or circumstances have kind of put you in a position where you can't really move. So there might not be a lot happening right now with, you know, the big project or the relationship or the job or the thing that you've been waiting for, because you're in a state of kind of looking things over, mulling things over. And if I combine that with mice, ring, and fish, mice has to do with things slowly deteriorating, things slowly being eaten away at. A ring is a long-term commitment and something that is cyclical. And fish has to do with wealth, money, the market. So how do I combine those with the Hanged Man? It's hard to say what it is about. Like, is it about money, love, your psychology? But what I can see is there's definitely a gnawing. Something has been weighing on your mind. It may be a relationship or money. Let's see. So you in your current state is showing the 4 of Swords. Now this also has something to do with the past, because the way you are right now is a buildup of the past. And this is a card of resting and healing. You may have just got out of something that was a little bit intense, and now you finally have a moment to take a break. I'm going to take a look at the cards that I pulled for you for January, February, March now. January, we had 9 of Wands. February, Chariot. March, Knight of Pentacles. So the Nine of Wands talks about burden. The Chariot is forward movement. And the Knight of Pentacles is also forward movement, but a very slow, meticulous, planned. And usually this has to do with working towards a goal. So this coming before Four of Swords, whatever you were working on, whatever, might have really stressed you out in January, if this is connected, you're taking a break from it now. Looking into April, Five of Pentacles talks about a little bit of lack, feeling like you're missing out on something. Might have to do with finances, it might have to do with your physical energy, but we'll see if this sort of energy comes up for the rest of the reading. So right now what surrounds you is the Six of Swords. I like that because it kind of relates to the Four of Swords and its healing and resting properties, because the Six of Swords is making a conscious decision to move away from problems. You are either moving from one state of mind to another or one physical place to another, but it's moving out of negativity and into positivity. You are taking the lessons that you've learned with you, but it's kind of like you're cutting away the baggage. This is what is coming towards you. You're going to have to defend yourself in some way. It could be your ideas, it could be your position, it could be your emotions. But yeah, essentially we see this guy is playing, what is that sport called? I forget. Leave it in the comments. Anyways, this guy is up on a hill. So even though there's a bunch of wands coming at him, he has a higher perspective. He has a higher ground. He can see what's coming. He absolutely has to defend himself, but we know that he's in a good position to do that. So that's the general energy for what's coming down the road very soon. And possible outcome, we have the Page of Swords. Pages are new energy, they're new beginnings, they're messengers. Page of Swords specifically has to do with kind of spying or silently observing, studying, keeping things close. So if this is about a specific project or relationship or state of mind, it kind of looks like there's something that you are going to be defending yourself with or for. And then you might have to keep it a secret, or you're going to have people kind of looking at you, looking at the way that you did things. Yeah, so either way, you're going to be looking into something, or people are going to be looking into you. So let's see if we can clarify these 4 cards, get a better idea of what the situation is. Four of Swords showing up as Gemini. Why is the Four of Swords here? What is Gemini healing or resting from? Two Knights. That's interesting. And Judgment. So the Knights are action takers. They're movers and shakers. We have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Both of them are very passionate. The Knight of Cups is the hopeless romantic, and the Knight of Wands is kind of like the charming smoothsayer. And then Judgment. So something that was done in the dark is being brought to the light. Some information is coming in. But this is you right now. If this is about a romantic situation, it may have been, you might have been in some sort of situation where you had a choice between 2 different types of people, and you're coming to terms with it now, and you can finally rest. Or this could have been 2 different projects. But yeah, it looks like there was some competition between these 2 types of energy, the things that you were passionate about, or could have been internal and external. And now, like, there's a break that is being forced, or you're taking a break on your own to really think about this decision, this judgment. And then what is around you right now, this is kind of carrying over that energy of healing, but this is you like moving to a new place or a new space, emotionally or mentally. So let's get clarification on that. What is this movement about? Where are you moving to? What can you tell me about the Six of Swords? Yeah, it's about letting go of burden for sure. The Ten of Swords is like a pretty shitty card, but it means that, you know, the worst is over. The war is over. You can finally like drop your swords and move on. And after the 10, we go back to the 0 or the 1. So the new beginnings come after 10s. Nine of Cups is abundance. It is wish fulfillment. It is, you know, taking a bath in honey or gold. That's the general feeling there. And then the Four of Wands is kind of like a portal. It's a homecoming. It's a celebration. So yeah, it looks like the energy around you right now is the potential for a new beginning, the potential to walk, you know, into a more joyful kind of way of being. You're getting rid of some old pain. Now, why does Gemini have to defend themselves in the very near future? What is this about? This might be a situation with a friendship. Yeah, if these all represent you, you're going to take a stance of no bullshit, but also be fair about it. And it looks like it has something to do with a friend. Three of Cups has to do with friendships, partying, having good times. The King of Pentacles is very successful, very independent, a caregiver, fair, planner, can predict things because they're really good at like math and that sort of thing. And the Queen of Swords doesn't put up with bullshit because she has seen the shit. So if I apply those cards to the Seven of Wands, yeah, it looks like you're just like you're really going to stick to your integrity based on these two cards. And because this one's showing up, it might have to do with a friendship, or a close relationship. The Page of Swords and the potential outcome. What is this spying energy? Are you spying on someone? Are you studying something? Or is somebody else studying you? The Nine of Pentacles shows up again. Did we get Nine of Pentacles? No, we got the Nine of Cups. Sorry. Six of Cups, feeling of nostalgia. Interesting. Yeah, this I think this has to do with a relationship with someone. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a work relationship, family relationship, but there's something that you're working out with someone from your past. The Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia, childhood, family, memories, this sort of thing. And the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent and successful energy. And the Strength is loving yourself, having integrity, knowing that what you do is for you and it is the best for you. I still can't tell you exactly how these connect to the Page of Swords, but I mean, if you can figure it out, leave it in the comments below. I would love to know, how is this spying energy connected to this kind of real integrity, sort of integrity and knowing where you're coming from and who you are. Maybe this card will tell us. Two of Cups. I think it is about a relationship. You're getting to know someone. Yeah, you may have been you may have chosen between two people or two different situations. Um, in the next little while, you're kind of be shown either some sort of temptation or something that throws you off course a little bit, but you're going to stick with your integrity. You're going to stick with your path. All right, a couple more cards for you. We will pull a couple of oracles. I just want to get some sort of clarification. Is this about a romance or some sort of relationship with another person? You have a standstill, and then a coming to terms with your integrity and your personal strength. We're showing Two of Cups, and that is like a mutually beneficial relationship. So clarify for us. Is this about romance for Gemini? Interesting. So I got the Muse, generosity and naivety, and forgotten, missed opportunities or fear of failure. It might have to do with a creative project that you've been hemming and hawing over, just because of the Muse here. But see how there's cups as well, and cups have to do with emotions and the flowing of emotions. And then the forgotten, missed opportunities, fear of failure. Something that you've been pushing aside, something that you've been mulling over, that has been eaten away at you. Could be connected. Take it how it resonates. And finally, I will pull from the Folklore Oracle. What else do we have for Gemini for April? True love. Do you feel whole? All right. I'm going to say this is about a relationship with another person. If you saw something else in here, by all means, leave it in the comments. Apply the cards how they make sense. Again, if you want to check out what your other placements are, check out the other readings in your sign. I do appreciate you being here with me today. If you want to hit a like and subscribe, that'll help out the channel quite a bit. And I hope to see you again. Thanks for coming out.